Yo, what's up, guys? Hold on. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another stream of the Dark Ninja. Yeah, since I don't have a webcam, I'm using my phone to jump onto the StreamYard thing. I'm just trying something new, pretty much. Um, so apparently, Mr. King of Pole, Mr. Brian, is going on panels and streams with Mr. Zoom and talking shit and lying about just spewing lies on King of Pole's channel. And it seems like these people, or it seems King of Pole is so salty. He got so salty just because I asked him, "What's your big problem with Josh Moon?" He got he became berserk and he started to spew out nonsense, and he went on his live stream and started to cuddle up with Zoom and like Zoom, I need a cuddle, and I can't help it, and Zoom help me, we need to talk about this, we need to sniff our own farts and just cuddle up and stuff like that. And so they got on the stream, or they got on King of Pool stream, and they just started lying and saying all this weird shit about me. I just don't understand, considering that I defended King of Pool in the past numerous times in front of Zoom, in front of King of Pole detractors and stuff like that. And now King of Pole is over here talking shit. Now, ain't that weird? Ain't it weird that people from the Chinatown server is over here snaking people? You see, I've heard word that people from the Chinatown server was over here snaking me behind my back. And I never paid mind to it because I never believed shit like that. But it turns out people from the Chinatown server jumped on maybe about one or two, jumped on this stream with Zoom and King of Pool, some random Discord faggots, and started talking shit about me for some reason. I really don't know. I just don't get how, I'm in the same server as you guys. And that's what I don't get. Like, if you have a problem with me, tell me. Don't just talk shit behind my back and me finding out like this. This is terrible. This is terrible. That's not a good way for me to find out. But anyways, we're gonna go over this stream, and we're gonna see what's up with the crying fest and why King of Pol and Zoom are over here cuddling each other. So 1 second. Tell me if you can't hear the tell me if you can't hear the audio on the live stream. Give me a second, guys.
Get over
Hold on.
it. And if you go back to the beginning, it was like 2016 on that Google Drive. You read what happened. It was quite literally like Queen of Spades uploaded a video with a hot take. They left a
So we're starting at the beginning where Brian is talking about Queen of Spade and all this stuff. And I honestly wasn't really watching this stream because this took place like early in the morning. And so I wasn't really tuning in or anything like that. But I received notification that I was being talked about and stuff like that. I still didn't care. I still didn't turn in. I still didn't watch it until later on, a little bit later on that same day. So
comment not liking it, and Queen of Spades responded to the comment with like telling him to get fucked, essentially. And they got so angry by that they started a crusade for 5 fucking years to 7 years to fuck with this woman.
I mean, I've seen some of the stuff in there. It was pretty.
So that voice right there is Sucker Punch. If you don't know who Sucker Punch is, in case you guys don't know, Sucker Punch is C.S.C.S.Q. I don't know, some fucking weird ass abbreviation name, CSQ something from Onion Farms. He's an admin. He's an admin for Onion Farms. He pretty much runs shit. He took over for Angry Canadian when Angry Canadian was running Onion Farms under Kangle, because I guess Kangle is like I guess he's not really aware of what's going on with the site, so he needs help and shit like that. But these people, I don't even know how in the fuck these people gaslighted Kango into being admins for the site and running the site, because it's it's obviously Plate Gang running the site. Obviously, if these people like Sucker Punch and everybody else is hanging out with Plate Gang, then Plate Gang is running the site literally. Because Kango is not really, he's not really competent on running the site. He can't do it himself, so he needs these people to do it for him. So a little bit of backstory. That's the guy behind who's talking right now.
Extreme, but like I assume she was getting fucked with pretty hard.
Yeah, they're both that classic. He talked shit about me, so I talked shit about them, and it kept escalating to you swat me, no, I swatted you. You get what I'm saying? It's like, it's all retarded. So it's like, well, I'm not trying to be a part of that dumb shit. It's like Dark Ninja bullshit all over again, where you sit back and you can't Stockings and you just want a war for 4, 5, 6, 7 years over shit that you could have resolved in 5 minutes.
So Brian Dunn is over here saying that it's a war for 4 or 5 years, but in reality, this is a 100-year war. Brian Dunn, this is a 100-year war. This is an ongoing war. All right. So I don't understand why Brian Dunn is over here trying to make it seem like he's trying to stay out of shit. But then he's over here siding with Zoom and huffing Zoom's farts, and literally taking turns in line, putting Zoom's pee-pee in his mouth, literally. So I just don't understand that. Brian is over here implying that he doesn't want to be in this 100-year war, against the darkness, but then he's over here siding and hanging out with people from the darkness. You see, the difference between me and people like Brian and people that are cool and hang out with Plate Gang, whenever we both jump in BC and play with Plate Gang or Plate Gang adjacents, is actually make these people, I make their heads spin. I make their head spin, and I make them go berserk. But people like Brian and everybody like to hang out with them and have a good time and sing Kumbaya. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's the difference between me and Brian, just in case you people are wondering.
You know what I mean? Same shit, different story.
Are you not cool with Dark Ninja?
No, I'm not cool with Dark Ninja right now. He's pissed me off, bro. I was talking about this yesterday. I'll fucking say it now because he won't call in. And if he does, we're gonna have a conversation.
No.
I've told this guy.
He's walking his talk, man.
This is the problem I have with Dark Ninja. He's like warring with. I know Zoom already knows this. He's warring with the Plate Gang stuff. He's warring with all these people. He's got all these issues. This tragic guy in AK. I don't know anything about him. I've never DC media girl. Don't know shit about him. Never looked into him. Don't give a fuck. Okay.
So you see right here, this right here, him name dropping people, is him trying to make it seem like I'm starting fights with everybody. I'm making new enemies and shit like that. All these people that he named are literally people who are cool with Plate Gang. Literally. He's literally trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm just over here going around and just, making enemies everywhere I go purposely. Like purposely. It's just, I just don't understand Brian. Brian already knows this. He's just, he just wants a reason to start bickering and complaining and wah. And this is literally not even the reason why he's upset. I mean, I pretty much already said, why he's upset, and he'll admit why he's upset here later on in this stream.
Used to be cool with him, and then they found out he was a liar.
I've got the story.
Nothing to do with
I've got the story.
All the story.
So Dark Ninja has no problem rolling in the mud, and he will try to get everyone to help him roll in the mud with him. And I have told him many times that I don't.
Did you read what I said?
So Brian is now using Zoom's talking points, pushing this narrative that I'm using these people. I'm using people. I'm trying to get people to fight my battles and shit like that. No, Brian, a lot of people talk shit to Zoom without me even telling them. For instance, Warhammer, he talks shit to Zoom all the time. Ghost of Nicola talks shit to Zoom all the time. I don't tell them to do it. They just do it because they're battling the darkness easily. Those are just two people examples. There's other people that do it. This new guy named Dr. Forgot his name, that I put on my Super Medicare channel. That guy just came out of nowhere and just, started dunking on Zoom. It's not, I don't understand why Brian is using Zoom's talking points in this stream. Like, did Zoom literally get in his head? Finally got in his head, Maybe because, you know, he's sleeping around with Zoom behind the scenes. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
At you, Brian?
Not
Like,
yet. I just
there
let
are
me
chat
just get
logs
this point
of
out.
him
Let me get
trying
this.
to dox people.
I'm sure there are, because he's in the war. He's in war. He's
No, you're trying to dox people. You know how Zoom is like over here trying to victimize himself, and you know, he's crying. Oh, Dark Ninja trying to dox people. What is that? What does that even mean? Like, does Plate Gang not dox people? Like, why is he trying to make it seem like they don't do it? I don't understand. I don't understand the fucking retardation here. Like, the lack of self-awareness with these people. Like, how can Zoom sit there and say that? Oh, Dark Ninja's trying to dox people. Like, they don't fucking do it.
in the trenches. He's firing a machine gun across the other line, and he thinks that everyone needs to be in the trench with him. And it's fucking retarded. And I've told him this. I've said to him privately, and I told him last time. I called him, and I said, look, this is what's going on. There's all this retarded shit. You all are fighting with each other. I think you're like a fucking Vietnam vet having PTSD. Like, you're in the trenches and shit. You don't know when to stop, and you're never gonna stop. So there's no point in trying to convince you that. And it's not my job. You're not my fucking wife. I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't do. You're a grown-ass man, right? And then he'll fucking sit there and be like, well, I've joined kiwi farms, and I've joined onion farms, and I've got these friends on
Brian Dunn, King of Pol. Why are you saying that I joined onion farms and all this shit? Like, you make it seem like... So King of Pol is over here making it seem like I'm cool with the onion farms people. Like, I guess I'm an onion farmer now, right? Right, King of Pol? Like, why are you making shit up? Quit making shit up, dude. Like, I don't understand. You already know that, you know, I could care less about people from the onion farms website. They're Kiwi Farms rejects, and they hang around with Plate Gang. You know, they're pretty much Plate Gang's puppets. So I don't understand this throwing shit around. So here's the thing. You know what? We'll just continue on with the stream.
farms, and Josh is based, and he's like a new fag to all the shit that's going on with kiwi farms and Joshua Connor.
That actually is true. I am pretty much like a new fag, pretty much. But I am aware of what's going on. I know what's going on. I can sniff out when somebody's trying to do gay ops and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Connor Mooney has no idea what he's talking about, and he's trying to.
Then he tries to argue with you about shit that happened.
Yes,
never happened.
And it's like, and he just starts an argument, and that's my problem. It's like,
Zoom, were you there when he asked Brian, "What's your problem?" I'm sorry. So, Brian, what's your problem with Big Josh?
Yeah. Well, that's my problem. Now we're getting into the crux of it. So every chance he gets now, he pokes me about Joshua Connor Moon. Well, you don't have any right to be mad at Josh, and Josh is freedom of speech, and all.
King of Pol, almost every stream, you cry about Josh, dude. You cry about Josh Moon, saying that he's a pedophile all the fucking time. And that's the only reason why I asked you, why do you keep saying that? Why do you say that? Why do you have a hate boner over Josh? Why? I don't understand. I don't understand King of Pol. You know, King of Pol has such a hate boner for Josh that he's willing to side with scumbags to talk shit about Josh. I don't understand. You see, when at the beginning of the year, of this year, let's say, you know, whenever Zoom and Plate Gang was joining forces with Tragic and the Bodega and stuff like that in Girl World, and terrorizing Girl World, calling Sam and Yaba, and calling all these people like Fedora, you know, people in the Girl World universe. King of Pol told me, or told everybody, that he got swatted by Plate Gang at the same time. He got swatted by Plate Gang. He got swatted by I don't know if it was Rocket or somebody, but somebody from the Plate Gang and Zoom, you know, at the beginning of this year. You know, and it's funny how now King of Pol is in cahoots with Zoom and all this stuff. What, did he fucking forget about the in real life, the life ruination? I don't understand. You know, and also King of Pol has always been upset about in the beginning of the year is he said literally from his mouth that Ethan Ralph went life ruination on him too. Called his job, got him fired or tried to get him fired, one of those things. But literally, he was upset with Ethan Ralph, and he pretty much made it seem like he would never forgive him and stuff like that. So he forgave Ethan Ralph. He forgave Ethan Ralph, I guess. He forgave Plague Gang. He forgave Zoom. And now, for some reason, he doesn't forgive Josh Moon. He has this hate boner for Josh Moon. For what reason? I mean, that's what I don't understand. I don't understand, King of Pol. Like, why are you forgiving all these people who went in real life ruination, who went life ruination on you in the past? You're forgiving all these people and shit like that, to go on this righteous crusade, against the bad people. You guys, you and Godwinson and everybody are implying y'all are the good guys in the Ethan Ralph universe, but then you're over here hanging around with scumbags. The fuck, King of Pol? And then you're calling Josh Moon a pedophile every fucking stream? Like, what the fuck, dude? You have a major hate boner for Josh Moon. God.
Olive oil and strawberry douche. I don't know any of these fucking people. I just recently got
Points.
I've recently talked to one of them, the olive oil chick, because she's warring with Elaine on Twitter, and she's now made a Twitter handle with, of course, the same fucking username she has on Kiwi Farms, because all these Kiwi farmers low-key want to be e-celebs, but they can't fire up a stream and cut a
she's
promo.
Also, that's how she got doxxed, by the way.
I know she got doxxed.
So stupid. She used the same email. She used strawberry.douche@gmail.com.
And I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about their docs. It's not even about their docs, but it's like.
By the way, those are feral doxes. That's all I gotta say. I don't need to explain any of that. They're just feral doxes. Both the olive oil and strawberry douche, they're both feral doxes. So Brian, what are you doing drooling over olive oil's fail docs? That's what I'm trying to get at. Why are you trying to drool over olive oil's fail docs? Just because Elaine sent you a fail docs of olive oil. That's what I'm trying to get, Brian.
He's like, it's like I talked to him and he's talking to me about Josh and Kiwi Farms. He keeps bringing these two fucking women up, and I fucking sit there and I go,
okay, here's a lie right here, Brian, King of Pol. Why are you over here trying to say, like, I'm constantly bringing up strawberry douche and olive oil whenever it's Zoom that's the one that constantly bringing them up? You asked me about it in DMs. I don't need to drop my DMs to prove it to you, King of Pol. I really don't need to. I don't know why you're implying right here that I'm bringing them up constantly. And not only that, you asked me about them yourself. So why are you over here making it seem like, I keep talking about them and shit like that, whenever it's always Zoom that brings them up. Zoom always talking about how he doxed them, quote unquote. And, you're over here making it seem, you're just fabricating a lie.
I mean, not Zoom, excuse me. I say, Dark Ninja, they're not going to fuck you. Why are you simping for these two Kiwi Farm women? They're crazy. They're crazy. Like,
you missed it. He came in like.
So here's the thought that goes through Brian's mind. Just because, like, I'm cool with females from Kiwi Farms, just because I'm cool with females from the Girlwood who doesn't know the backstory on how I met them or how I encountered them or anything like that, who doesn't know any about that, is already implying that I'm over here trying to what he said, fuck them and all this shit. That's what I don't understand, King of Pol. Like, King of Pol, why is that going through your mind? Usually whenever, stuff like that goes, I mean, can you not think normally? I just don't understand, King of Pol. Like, is that a sexist thing? Like, do they have to be men? Do they have to be guys for me to, to make it seem like I'm not simping for them or whatever? I just don't understand, King of Pol. King of Pol, what's up with the assumptions, man?
2 weeks ago, and he spammed me for like 8 hours on a Discord, and I was like playing Armored Core, relaxing, and he was like, "Yeah, I flew them out here, and we're hanging out. We're at a nightclub," and I'm like, "Okay, go enjoy." Yourself.
That was the night he no-showed when he was.
Yeah, Zoom and everybody else is mad because, like, Zoom claims that he's this multimillionaire on the internet. And he's over here sitting on Discord with Roxo and everybody 24/7 as a multimillionaire. If I was a multimillionaire, I'll be fucking taking trips and shit like that. I want to be on fucking Discord being retarded. You know what I'm saying?
Supposed to
he was supposed to go with Elaine and Godwinson, but he was like, "Yeah, I flew them out here, and we're hanging out." And I'm like, "Okay, so you're at a nightclub, but then you're also in Discord. Like, this doesn't make any sense."
It's because
like,
Zoom. It does make sense. No, that's not true. It does make sense because he hates you and he hates the Plate Gang, and he blames you for his wife and daughter not calling him.
Wrong. Here you go again, lying again, Brian. Brian, you know you lied already like maybe 5 times already in the past, like what, 4 minutes? So 5 lies in 4 minutes, Brian. Wow. 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 So you're saying wow. You know what? I don't really need to explain. I don't need to be on defense on this part because you're a liar. Literally. That's literally, really? You're believing Zoom's lie that I don't have contact with them? Really? Quit fabricating stuff, Brian. It's making you look bad and it's making you lose credibility. You're losing credibility with this fucking shit right here that you're doing because of your little spurg out and your little hate boner for Josh Moon.
Even though that he has not once sat back and said, man, if I keep fucking with people online, shit can happen to me, or even try to.
Yeah, he doesn't mention that, like.
Yeah, you see this right here. This is one of the things. This is a Plate Gang troll shield, or not troll shield. This is a shield for Plate. This is a Plate Gang shield tactic. He's shielding Plate Gang. He's pretty much saying, "Oh, don't go after Plate Gang. Don't expose Plate Gang, or they're gonna do shit for you." And that's your fault. That's your fault for exposing Plate Gang because. Now since they did this shit to you and they attempted to go life ruination, that's all your fault. Oh well. Instead of telling Zoom and Plate Gang, that they're in the wrong for this, but they're and this goes for Mr. Man too. Mr. Man does the same shit. Like this is Mr. Well, not I don't know if this is Mr. Man, but this is Kugel's little defense for Plate Gang. If you weren't around, they wouldn't have made a pedo song about your child. What the fuck? That's like literally defending a bank robber and saying, well, that bank shouldn't be there. That bank shouldn't have money in there. You wouldn't have got robbed if that bank didn't have money in there. What the fuck? What kind of fucking shielding is that? That's what I don't understand with you people. Like, are you really just gonna like shield Plate Gang and have a little cope response out of that? That's what I don't understand, Brian. Brian, you're one of those people.
I've sat down with him multiple times and been like, maybe you should stop doing
this. It's not
like,
even that. Like, you guys are in the wrong for doing what you did. I'm not going to leave you guys a pass either.
We didn't do anything to him.
Well, I don't know.
We didn't do anything to him. There's Zoom right there. We didn't do anything with it. Hold on.
I'm not going to leave you guys a pass either.
We didn't do anything to him.
Well, I
don't. Oh, man. Wait a minute. Stop, guys. Stop. Zoom and Plate Gang didn't do nothing to me. They didn't attempt to try anything with me. I was the one who came out of nowhere, out of the shadows, and just started attacking Plate for no reason at all, out of thin air. Man, oh man.
I don't know, but what he says versus what you guys say are two different things, and I know Roxo and them well enough to know.
Brian, I can tell you right now, we never had a problem with him until he started going around telling everybody we were child rapists. And then when we actually looked into him, we found out he had a family. And
you hear that, guys? You hear that? Oh my goodness. Zoom says they never had a problem with me until I came up to him and called them pedophiles. Do you hear that? Oh man. I guess it's wrong for me, to expose these people, and fight the darkness and, call these people how it is. But it's completely fine for Zoom and Plate Gang to slander everybody, to slander a whole mess of people throughout the internet, calling them pedophiles, like literally pedo jacketing, slandering a lot of people. They slandered so many people in the past. It's okay for them to do it. It's okay for them to slander, considering, that they do slander people. That's why I never take their word for it. Never. But, whenever I tell the truth and say that they're pedophiles, it's completely, oh man, I gotta go, I gotta call his wife. I gotta call his ex-wife. I just have to because he's calling me all this shit and, he's calling me a degenerate. I just have to, I never had a problem with him, but that's the mentality with these people. I just don't understand it.
I reached out to his wife and I was like, look, man, like, I don't want anything to happen to your family.
You see how he rewords it? You see how he says, oh, I reached out to his wife like it's nothing. He literally says it like it's nothing. Oh yeah, I just reached out to his wife, and like it's and King of Pole's just there, like, oh really? Oh okay. What the fuck? I just don't understand, dude. I don't understand.
I know that your dumbass husband is going around and he's fucking with people. He's trying to slander people. I go, he's gonna keep doing this, and it's gonna go back on your family. I'm telling you. I'm like, we're not gonna do anything to you because you guys have a kid in the house. There's no point in doing anything to you. And she goes, thank you for telling me. She said he told me he's.
By the way, that's a lie too. They literally swatted me, and they always do. They always did welfare checks and all this shit with that back then also. So he's also lying on that. Hold up, pressing the wrong thing. All right, there we go.
This. And then he was, because his wife did tell him to stop, and he kept doing it. He kept sneaking out after she fell asleep, and he would get in the car and he'd put underwear over his head in his fucking Dodge Challenger, and he would talk shit with like underwear on his head.
Right, but
and then he never stopped.
Yeah, but the problem isn't that. The problem is
Zoom is still stuck in 2019. I don't understand. What the fuck? All right, let's go.
You guys were warring. And it's whatever. I'm not here to judge you on what the fuck you guys do. What I'm saying is that like you said, he never stopped, and not once does he take responsibility for his actions. And besides all that,
absolutely.
And on top, in spite of all.
I like how King of Pole's sniffing Zoom's farts and saying, he just never took responsibility for his actions. While he's sitting there, talking to a known guy who goes life ruination on people. Make that make sense, people. Make that make sense. I just don't understand. Like they blame the people that they go in real life with. It's like me, going to Ethan Ralph and telling him, you know what, Ethan Ralph, it's Brian's fault that you called his job and shit like that. It's King of Pole's fault. It's okay. It's completely fine, Ethan Ralph. Well, I mean, I guess it is completely fine at King of Pole now. So that's a bad example, actually. Because King of Pole is actually cool with Ethan Ralph now, even though Ethan Ralph, tried to get him fired, or he did. So there's your mentality on that.
That he's talking with all these Kiwi farmers that he doesn't know, and these chicks are like crazy retard chicks. Like the olive oil chick, I fucked with her a little bit. I was like, oh, you're my type or whatever, because as a joke, because it's like she's Mediterranean and Sarah and stuff. And I said, I was like, I can't A-log him now, Elaine. She's Mediterranean. And I DM'd him and I said, well, what's going on? What's your problem? Dark Ninja keeps messaging me about you and the other person, the strawberry douche person. I don't know you. And they give me these vague gay op questions. And I'm like, look, you clearly don't talk to human beings and you're a robot. You're a fucking weird person. So good luck. If you need to talk to me, you can reach out to me on my show. Here you go, blah, blah, blah. And I go, and Dark Ninja calls me with this whole, well, you need to forgive Josh thing. And there's no fucking way in hell that I'll ever forgive Joshua Connor Moon for anything, let alone respect that piece of shit. And Ninja's just only saying that because these two women he wants to fuck on Kiwi Farm are super Josh fans. He doesn't actually believe the shit he's saying and trying to sell me this fucking bridge. And I've told him over and over and over and over again to stop talking to me about Kiwi Farms and Josh, that he's flat out wrong and he will never change my mind. And he keeps fucking poking me about it. And I said, well, you know what, motherfucker, we'll do it on a stream. Well, we'll do it on a stream. We'll IBS about Josh all fucking day long. I'll beat your fucking ass.
Yeah, and then
Brian, all I wanted to know is, why do you hate Josh so much? Why do you have a hate boner for Josh? That's all I want to know. That's it. And I told you that Josh isn't a pedo. That's literally it. I defended Josh. And you spurred out and you became a complete faggot towards me out in the open. I mean, I don't know if you were doing that behind my back, but now it just came out. And now you're doing this. You're splattering all over your damn stream about me. You're going public about shit. And you're kissing up to Zoom. Wow, dude. Wow, you have this Zoom stench all over you, dude. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Bro, you're fucking up, bro. You're fucking up.
He never shows up.
And he never shows up.
Like, I'm not even kidding you, dude.
And then he pissed me off.
I can give you an example. The last 4 months, dude, since the last time I talked to him with you there, I have not said a fucking word to him. You can ask Sucker Punch. He messages me easily
You can ask Sucker Punch.
45 plus times a week.
You can ask another
And
liar.
he tags me 85 times a day in all different servers going,
85
oh, I'm
times
going
a
to take
day.
a chat back from you.
Well, Zoom,
I'm
that's
going to
just
make
one
Brian
problem.
see you're an asshole.
Yeah, exactly. You're
I'm
getting
like,
into
bro,
it.
I don't care.
You're getting right into it. So that's the other. That's one problem. The other issue is at once a week, and I'm not even going to name names because they're literally randoms. I will get a guy I've never spoken to before, and I know you know what I'm talking about. Will DM me saying, "What's your problem with Dark Ninja?" And I'll be like, "What?" And I'm saying, "Who are you?"
I get
And they
that
literally
shit
go,
all the time, bro.
"Well, Dark Ninja's in this chat," and it's so fucking confusing that I'm like, "Well, that's probably," and I'll ask Dark Ninja, and he'll say, "That's a fake account. That's this. That's Gay Ops. That's Plate Gang," and I say, "I don't even care." And so
I mean, that part is pretty much true. Like, Plate Gang has a sock account, a Dark Ninja sock account that goes in chats and starts chatting and shit like that. So I mean, there's nothing. I mean, he's right about that. I mean, I don't know what this sock account says. I don't know what it's trying to make me do or whatever, or make it seem like I'm trying to do. But there's literally a Dark Ninja sock account that goes around in chats, like probably multiple ones. I really don't know, but yeah, that's true.
I have all these messages I don't even respond to that come in about Dark Ninja that I don't know shit about ever since he's been on the show. That where he's constantly either bitching about me or this and that. I had a Onion Farms guy come to me. I've had a Kiwi Farms person come to me, and it's Dark Ninja this, and I'm like, why do you keep? And so I talked to him the other day about this Matty Cat thing, and he's asking me pointed questions in a way that if you're recording someone, you're trying to get them.
You know, Brian. To be fair, there is a King of Pol. There is a exceptional detective sock in chats also, just so you're aware. And yeah, they do sock around people's, impersonating people and shit like that. Speaking of that, it's funny. I find it strange that Zoom always, claims that I was impersonating him when I was, cool with the bodega and tragic and stuff like that. I think that's literal projection, literally. It's funny how, they try to pin that shit on me, but then they're literally doing this shit. More projection.
Say people's names.
Yeah, he does that all the time.
And I stopped the conversation. I said, look, I'm trying to talk to you one-on-one, but if you're trying to record shit and clip some stuff to try to...
Oh, here's the paranoia coming in. Let's hear the paranoia coming from Brian's mouth.
If you're talking to him, he's recording.
Yeah, I know that. I know everybody does that. And I said, if you're trying to clip shit and get me to say names or get involved in drama that you're involved in and try to get me on a gotcha thing and clip it and put them on your videos, I said, I'll fucking end you, bro. I'll drag you across the internet. I'll cut a promo on you. I'll bring all your shit out. You'll have a real enemy. And he's like, whoa, Brian, why are you threatening me? Why are you threatening me? And I said, because you're fucking recording me, bro. You're sitting here saying, well, who told you that? What's their name?
Oh my goodness. Do you hear that, guys? Do you hear that? King of Pol said that I will have a real enemy. He pretty much said that he'll be my worst enemy. Oh my goodness. Considering that I've been battling Zoom for a while and Plate Gang and all this stuff, and Zoom being the most feared person on the internet, Brian thinks he can top that. Brian thinks that, he can drag me across the internet and over here trying to threaten me and shit like that, Brian, if you're going to cut a promo on me, if you want to try to be my worst enemy, then you go for it, big dog. That's all I got to say. Just bring it. Do your worst. There is nothing you can do that will make me scared of you, Brian. You can do your worst. I'm letting you know right now. I am not afraid of nobody. I'm over here, warring, like you say, warring against Plate Gang, and I'm battling the most feared person or one of the most feared people on the internet. And you think you can top that? Come on, Brian. And I'm not trying to be cocky here. I'm just saying, Brian, if you want to try to be my worst enemy, then you're going to have to beat Zoom at it. That's all I got to say. You got to beat Zoom at it. So,
can you give me a Discord information? What's the exact quote they said? Like the shit you would say if you're interviewing someone to record something. And it's like, I'm trying to just talk to you as like a guy saying, hey, I got these people talking to me. I just want to let you know what's going on. And there's some shit going on. And you should just, should be aware that your name's being thrown out. Because I would do that. I think I've done that for most.
That's not what happened, Brian. You see, here's the thing. If I recorded you, I would have played it right now. Just because you said that, I would have played it right now. And I really didn't record you. Like literally, I really didn't. It's your paranoia and the Plate Gang and Zoom always saying that I'm recording VCs and shit like that. Got to your head, Brian. Literally got to your head. Wow. You say, you're saying you're watching out for me and you're telling me this is going on and shit like that, but then you're over here being paranoid that I'm recording the VC, the private VC, Brian. Terrible, Brian. Very shameful.
People, I said, if I got people in my DMs going crazy and they're doing gay ops and weird shit, I'll inform the people who are being told that because I think they have a right to know. It's like, I'm not involved in your gay ops. Don't come to me. If you're running gay ops, and this is everyone in the chat, don't come to me and think that I'm going to be involved in your gay ops. I will literally just say what you're doing. I'll say it on air. I'll tell the other people. I don't give a fuck. You better have a good reason why you're coming to me. I don't care because it's your fucking problem. I'm just doing a show. You know what I mean? I'm not here to I'm neutral. And most of the shit that goes on, it's always dumb shit. It's either a woman.
Brian is saying that he's neutral between, all this. He's not picking sides, but, at the same time, he's over there huffing farts from Zoom. He's over there huffing Zoom's farts and being cool with Plate Gang and saying, oh, Plate Gang, it's not your fault. It's completely not your fault. He's completely neutral, guys. Brian is completely neutral on all this.
Or Kiwi Farm shit. And so my issue with Dark Ninja resides in him constantly having my name in his mouth and constantly trying to tell people or whatever, running around saying that I need to be best friends with Joshua Connor Moon. When I have I have every valid right never to like Joshua Connor Moon and never get along with the guy and never like his site. I haven't logged on his site in 2 years. I think he's untrustworthy. I think he works for the feds. I could point to very, very specific events that he's given over information to people, to users. I think he's fucking stupid. I think he...
Wow. Joshua Connor Moon. I got a hate boner for Joshua Connor Moon. Wow. Brian. Wow. Let me ask you something, Brian. What has Josh Moon done to you did he top off Ethan Ralph's live ruination against you? Did he top off Plate Gang swatting you? This happened in the beginning of the year. Oh, also, I forgot to bring this up too. Tombahat. You know how Tombahat is best friends with Zoom? Have you forgave Tombahat for giving that outlines clip to Jim? Have you forgave Tombahat? I guarantee you're gonna forgive Tombahat. I remember you telling me you would never forgive Tombahat for doing that. I remember you telling me that. So my question is, King of Pol, is what the fuck did Josh Moon do to you to give you such a hate boner for him? Why? Did he top that? Did he top all of what they did to you? I don't understand, Brian. I don't get it, dude. This is a literal cow shit, bro. Like, you're acting like a cow, dude. Come on. And I'm telling you, like, straight up, you gotta just chill out.
He snakes everyone he ever talks to. I could just go look in one of his boards called Get That Off the Internet, where he snakes every lawyer, every email, every phone number, every person that ever fucking DMs him. I think he's a litigious motherfucker. I think he's involved in too many lawsuits. And I could point to a bunch of shit about that. I think he starts shit with everyone, including the fucking internet and the goddamn president of the United States, if he could. Why would I defend a guy like that, Zoom? Why would I get in bed with that? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Why are you getting in bed with Zoom? So you would rather get in bed with Zoom or what? I don't understand.
No clue.
But Dark Ninja, because of pussy. It's always pussy. Because of pussy. Dark Ninja is retarded. And it's just like, well, these two fucking women, Strawberry Juice and Olive Oil, are telling me this, and that. Josh is based, and Brian, you need to be on Team Josh, or you're not Team Dark Ninja. Well, I'm not Team Nobody, motherfucker. How about that, bitch?
So King of Pol says that he's not Team Nobody, while he's over here coping and seething and crying with Zoom. He's Team Nobody, guys. But he's talking shit, towards me with Zoom and Sucker Punch and two random Discord faggots from Chinatown. That's what I don't understand. Like, what's this, Brian? Why are you lying? That's another lie right there.
I just think all this shit's fucking real to him. I think he's legit schizophrenic.
Well, bro,
he's fucking crazy.
He is.
He's legit.
I told him. I joked with him.
Like, he thinks. Well, he always talks about, like, he's like, the universe, the Ethan Ralph universe, this universe, that universe. It's like, dude, this is crazy. It's like he thinks he.
So random Discord faggot number 9 is upset, that he's upset for me being a ninja. If people are upset of a ninja, just to be a ninja on the internet, then you have already lost. You already lost. Literally. I mean, I've came across to like a lot of, or not a lot, but there's been a few random like people. They just get mad and seethe about me being a ninja. Because I am a real ninja. So I don't understand what's the seething about. So they get mad about stuff like that. You're already lost. If you get mad over that, you're already lost. I'm sorry.
Dude has a Discord intro. He has a what? He has a Discord intro. Like, Brian, can you do that shit, please? Crazy, yeah, he has a crazy, like, overly edited.
You can't do it like me, bro.
Yeah, right. It's like a big pomp and ceremony every time he gets into that call. It's so weird. He actually thinks he's like the hero of his own story. I don't know.
I mean, I have seen.
Imagine people over here like this, like random Discord faggot number 9 and 10 from the Chinatown, DC, coping and seething about me, and they're implying that they want me to be a normie. I don't understand. Why does some people want me to be a normie? They want me to take off my headband that I bought from the ninja store. They want me to take off my mask and be just this normie person, and talk normally. Hey, what's up? They want me to be a normie. I'm a ninja, dude. Why are you trying so hard for me to be a normie? Like, why is me being a ninja making you so angry? I don't understand.
Unironically say to somebody that like a shadow hand reached out to you and covered you in darkness. The thing
I like when he was talking to that woman a few weeks ago, and she was like, "Are you like mentally ill or something?" And he's like, "I'm a warrior of light."
So Zoom is referencing a crazy lady from a crazy lady named Alana from the Girl World universe. Literally like the same mentality level as Queen of Spade, and he's referencing this lady. Literally, like it's like literally like being taking what Queen of Spade says like and taking it truthful, because Queen of Spade does say a lot of crazy shit. So pretty much like he's agreeing with Queen of Spade. A Queen of Spade alternative.
Exactly. I'm a ninja. Yeah. It's like,
But yeah, Brian, we don't do anything to Ninja. Like you can ask Sucker Punch. He literally tagged.
I didn't do anything to Ninja. You can even ask another liar like me. I didn't do nothing to Ninja. I didn't try to do anything to Ninja.
Multiple servers all day, every day. He will come in. He gets drunk every Friday night. He's gonna do it again this week. He's gonna get drunk right around 4 or 5 o'clock Texas time. He will be completely bombed and pissed drunk, and he will come into DC and he'll start screaming and trying to start arguments, and then he'll pretend that he's at nightclubs. He did it last week. He went to a bar, and then he started sending us pictures of him at a bar drinking beer, and we're all like, dude, we don't care. And he's like, oh, I'm talking to women, and we're like, dude, again, we don't care. And he's like, oh, you're jealous because I'm sitting here talking to hot babes? And we're like, okay, Ninja, show us you talking to hot babes. So he posts a picture. And when you look in the fucking picture, it's him sitting alone at a bar. Like you can see in the reflection of the beer bottle.
So I'm just going to say that story is a lie. I never sent a selfie of myself. He's a liar.
He's just sitting alone.
Jesus. He's also a new fan, but he's like a total lifer. He's just going to be here until he dies. I think that's the truth.
Isn't he just pissed about the whole Discord thing with you?
Oh, he's just gonna be here till he dies. I'm just a random nobody, and I just want to side with Zoom because I'm scared of Zoom. Just a random faggot.
Or weren't you the guy that showed up?
Oh, he was furious about the dating Discord thing, and then one of his friends, Lil Kugel or whatever, came back and he tried to get Lil Kugel to start shit with us. So I reached out to him. I'm like, if you really want to.
Here, we already covered Tiny Kugel in the last stream. Him teaming up with Big Fag. Big Badge, and Zoom is trying to reinvent history. He's trying to literally say his own history and make up fictitious bullshit. I really don't know what the fuck is all this shit that he's making up, honestly.
I know everything. Just ask. So he sat down with me, and him and I talked, and he's like, "Yeah, can you?"
Wrong. Zoom, you threatened to swat him. Kugel was actually coming at you and saying how much of a pedophile you are and shit like that. And you threatened to swat him, and he backed down. I already done mention that in the last stream. So all this that's coming out of Zoom's mouth here, like that, what he's talking about is literal complete bullshit.
Show me some stuff that shows that this is all bullshit. And I showed it to him. I showed him clips of like Ninja's mods saying like, "Ninja, why'd you..."
Hold on, guys.
Is that a snake? Is that a snake hat?
Like, here you go, man.
Brian's wearing a snake hat. So you know what that means, Brian? Is that you admitting that you snake people? Oh no, Brian, why?
And I showed it to him. He's like, "Wow."
So, pretty much all this shit right here is King of Pol, or he leaves, and Zoom is lying and recycling shit about the fucking server bullshit, and it's literally just complete bullshit. But I mean, it's not really too much more of what this is going on here.
I'm really sorry. And he apologized to me. He's like, "I have no problem with you, man." He goes, "I hope we can be cool." And I'm like, "Yeah, we're fine." Literally, as this is happening, he's in a group chat with Ninja, and he's like, "Ninja, why are you lying about these people? They haven't done anything to me." And Ninja's like, "Fuck you, Kugel. You'll do what I want or I'll dox you." And he's like, "You're
Nope.
threatening me now?"
Never
He's
said
like,
that.
"Yeah." And he starts posting pictures of like Lil Kugel from his Facebook. And he starts posting.
We already explained that last stream.
Like
Another
14,
lie.
15, pictures of his family, pictures of his.
Oh no! Oh, wasn't it last stream? Y'all were claiming Kugel was 17 in that picture. Now you're claiming he's fucking 14. Why don't you get your story straight, Zoom, and quit fucking lying for once?
6-year-old nephew. And
by the way, just for the people that haven't saw the last stream, that's not true at all. He's just fucking lying and bullshitting. They're mad because there was a stupid fucking photo of Kugel, his best friend, and that's their cope for the troll shield to happen. Oh, I was underage in that picture. I could easily say the same shit. Shut up.
he's like, "Dude, why are you posting pictures of minors? Why do you have pictures of me as a minor? Don't you like bitch about people all the time?" Saying like,
"Oh, and keep in mind, guys, these pictures that he's talking about is literally from the Happy Hour crew. So is he talking about the Happy Hour crew pulling pictures of minors back in 2020 of little Kugel? Is Zoom admitting that the Happy Hour crew is Zoom saying and accusing the Happy Hour crew of being, pedos for pulling those Facebook pictures? It's too bad they're not around to know. Oh, wait, Mr. Man's in the chat. Hey, Mr. Man. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. You called Mr. Man a lolly enthusiast, and Mr. Man forgave you for some reason. I really don't know why. I don't understand.
"Why do you have pictures of my family, but you have pictures of my family?" And he's like, "You're going to learn your place." And he starts like threatening Kugel. And it's like, "What is wrong with you, Ninja?" And the guy's like, "Why are you doing this to me?" So he starts posting pictures of Kugel's like family in the Spike Club Discord that Sucker Punch made. And he asked us to delete them, so we delete the pictures. And then Kugel's in the thing, and he's like, "It's really funny that you say these people are such horrible people, but you post pictures of my family and threaten me, and they delete the pictures and say that it's not cool." He goes, "Maybe they're not as bad as you say they are. Maybe you really are."
Now, keep in mind, guys, apparently this happened, I guess, I don't know, while little Kugel and everybody was posting a pedophilic song about my child in the Discord server. So keep in mind that this apparently happened while Kugel was also spamming that shit in the Discord server. So,
or like a piece of shit. And he keeps like playing the victim. He's like, "Oh, they're brainwashing you, little Kugel. You're a terrible person." So Kugel messaged me. He goes, "Do you want the whole group chat and he dumps the entire fucking group chat for like 4 or 5 days. Ninja was on was like in private. He's like, we're just not gonna tell them. We're gonna ignore them for a few days. We're not gonna answer their pings or anything. We're gonna pretend that we're not even talking about them. But really, we're gonna try.
Where's
and
Brian
dox
at? 'Cause
all
this
of
is
them.
literally
I
just
think I know
lies.
what
I just don't
Rob's saying is,
understand the
let's find
lies.
this dox. I'm talking to
Making up
somebody that can
stories.
dox right now.
All Zoom does is make new shit up. I just don't understand this fucking new shit that he's making up. That little Kugel came around and all this bullshit. I
Like,
just
you'll
don't
go, oh, I
understand.
got other people that we can dox in the group too. And people, all the fuck screenshot message at you person, your fan.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, bait for weirdos. You're a weirdo, Ninja. And then he rage
Weirdo.
quits the chat, but he was so fucking stupid. So that chat still exists to this day, and that chat was dumped. And anybody, including Brian, can be invited into that group chat, and they can click the fucking message and see that it was Ninja that said it.
Oh, by the way, this group chat that Zoom is referring to is literally taken out of context. I wasn't replying to Motorboat. I was replying to my other text that I typed. But it's completely fine because Zoom is trying to reach and trying to pull shit that he knows himself that ain't true. So it's kind of funny. This is, I'm still trying to figure this out about Zoom. Zoom is such a chronic liar. He lies so much. Like, the question is, does Zoom actually believe his lies? Like, is he that delusional? Or does he know that he can get away with it and lie so much? And he knows it's a lie, but he just does it anyways. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I still haven't figured that part out yet. So,
Whoopsie. Yeah, Ninja's fucked up. I just think he's crazy. I literally think he's schizophrenic.
But I mean, it doesn't do Brian real spotlight on it. There's more interesting things to talk about, right?
Yeah, I think
yeah,
way down in the weeds. Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Thanks.
Dude, where the fuck is Brian at?
I thought it was
Just hearing like random.
What's the plan?
You're telling my Ninja.
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah.
Is he gonna call in or what?
No. He said he's not watching.
Okay.
He's a big pussy.
Well, I'm not like I don't hate Ninja. I'm not like fuck Ninja this and that. But I am.
Yeah,
I'm just generally annoyed with the guy. So it's like either don't bring my name up, don't try to record me to clip something out of context in a call when
Brian, you're freaking out over something that I didn't do. Man.
talking about some shit that has nothing to do with anything. That fucking pissed me off. And don't try to convince me that I need to be friends with Joshua Connor Moon because you want to fuck two incel Kiwi farmers that might be or may or may not be trannies, from what I understand.
Does he in his own little world actually think he's friends with Josh or something?
Yes. Well, he's been convinced that because he wants to fuck two Kiwi
Josh Moon doesn't know who I am, by the way.
farm people.
That's fucking crazy. Imagine wanting to fucking a non Kiwi fan.
Well, it happens all the time, bro. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of like weird women that use the site, and there's a lot of trannies and furries and pedophiles that use the site.
Well, they're all like cat ladies.
Yeah, they're like cat ladies. They're weird women.
Like fat people.
Brian says they're weird women, but at the same time, he's trying to slide into Olive Oil's DMs because he likes Mediterranean women. Apparently, I don't know. I don't know about Brian's hate boner for Josh Moon and all this stuff. Brian, why aren't you calling out people on your panel like that are literally up there lying and shit about me? I just don't understand. So 1 second, Brian, I'll show you why Josh is based. You really want to know why I think Josh or one of the reasons why I think Josh is based? I'll show you. Just give me a moment. I don't know if I could turn this camera around. Hold on, give me a second. It's kind of weird. Oh, I can. So this is why. Oh shit, hold on. No, I guess you can't really read it. Okay then. Well, so much for that. So let me see if I can put it on the screen. 1 second. Here you go, Brian. I will show you why I think Joshua is based, okay? Stop screen. StreamYards is fucking up on me today. Why is StreamYards being gay? I don't understand. There we go. There you have it, folks. So there is right here. Joshua Moon says, this is one of the base things that Josh says. As you can read here, it says, I don't understand how publicly admitting, and he's referring to Zoom, by the way. This is the Zoom Corey Barnhill thread, and this is what Josh Moon says. I don't understand how publicly admitting you watched a 7-year-old be molested is a defense. As if horrible people don't truthfully admit terrible things in public. As if people, especially people, oh, hold up. My shit's fucking up. Especially people in emotional charged arguments with their girlfriends, they'll do very senseless things out of spite. He's a pedophile. He's a pathological liar. He belongs in hell. Now, do you see, Brian? I don't understand how this right here isn't based. Like, he's literally calling out Zoom. He's calling out Zoom for how he is, what he is. And you're over here mad. And you can't even call out fucking Zoom. Josh Moon over here isn't afraid of Zoom. Do you see that? I guess you don't see that, right, Brian? You don't. You see how there's not, there's a lot of people who is afraid of Zoom, and so they don't call them out, and they cower down and stuff like that. I mean, I guess it's they don't want their life fucked with. I get that, I really do, but I don't understand how you can't see that Josh Moon calls out the darkness. I don't understand. Instead you're sitting in bed. You're laying in bed with Zoom, who literally just said that in a stream one time. Like, I just don't get. I don't get the cope. I don't get the hatred. I just don't get it, Brian. I don't get it. Brian, maybe stop. Start seeing the light and stop being retarded on the internet, screaming and hollering, saying how much you hate Josh and shit like that. I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, I guess keep making streams with Zoom. I don't know. I just also want to point out, I just want to go ahead and throw out there that, Godwinson and Ethan Ralph, they act like they're in this righteous crusade, but then they're hanging out with fucking Zoom and Plate Gang. What is that? What is that? Like, I don't understand, how there's more, how come people are not calling Zoom and Plate Gang out? How come they're just acting like this is normal? Oh, okay, King of Pol and everybody, they hang around with these scumbag people. It's completely fine. I just don't get it. I don't understand. But anyways, I guess that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much all I got to talk about. King of Pol, stop being a snake. I mean, you already done snaked me. Also, since you want to throw shit out in public like that, why don't you go ahead? You know what? Let's go ahead and throw something else out in public. Why don't you go ahead and tell everybody why you had a falling out with Grossly Offensive? Yeah, you had a falling out with Grossly Offensive. There's a reason why you had a falling out with him, right, Brian? Since you want to throw shit out in public, Why don't you go ahead and talk about that? Why is Grossly Offensive not in your streams anymore? You had a falling out. Why did you leave the Chinatown server? Answer that, Brian. Anyways, guys, I gotta go. But I just want to point out, there's not very many, people that are real truthful and, stand by their morals and stuff like that in the Ethan Ralph universe. There's literally a few people that do it. And one of those people, that actually battle the darkness is actually Forge Gang. I want to shout out to Forge Gang. Good job, guys. Keep up the good work. I never had an issue with Forge Gang whatsoever. So good job, guys. Also, everybody in chat, my fellow Ninja Warriors, keep up the good fight. And I gotta go. All right. My dogs are calling me and I gotta feed them. I gotta feed them well. So I'll see you later, guys. Keep up fighting the good fight and